Back again, Lake Station community advocate and educator, and I'm here to challenge you with something today again. It's kind of important, and we all are a part of a family, right? We all have our own families. So that kind of gives you a hint of where I'm going. But go check out Lake Station Strong Towns Collective on Facebook. Go check out Lake Station Strong Local Conversations, where people can voice a lot of their opinions and without bias. And they actually are encouraged to. But right now, how many times have you heard leaders, politicians, whatever the case is, tell you, we're like family in this company. We're like family in our community. Now, I ain't got to be a psychologist and have that degree to know that family, at any time of a holiday, a gathering, that usually don't go so well. But that's not what I'm talking about. I want to talk about the aspects of how people are treated when you hear we're family at a company or even within a community, unfortunately. So some of the points that people relate to when they hear family are usually highly dysfunctional, they're chaotic, they get taken advantage of, or they're taking advantage of somebody else. Nothing changes regardless of what gets said. Bad communication, usually gossip, usually being threatened, usually being treated subpar, and coercion, abuse, addiction, being selfish and usually ending up in really risky behavior is a part of family. And anybody who says it ain't, I have yet to meet a perfect person or perfect family. But anytime you hear anybody say, hey, we're a family in this community, we're a family in this administration, we're a family, that should be like apocalyptic red alarms in your mind, period. Because unfortunately, the culture within a lot of families and how people have related to families, it's, you're being taken advantage of that group. There's abuse that's in the name of the family. It's for the family. And, there usually is no limit as to how far somebody will actually go to put you in your place because you're a family member. And nobody wants to go against family, right? But when the good family members or the good people within those groups or those so-called families of the community and the administration, what usually happens with those people when they bring awareness of something, that there's something wrong or they're just not happy, with the way things have been going, or, hey, things can be improved in this area or that area, nothing usually gets done. So what happens to them? They start backing out, and if they don't back out, they're usually forced out. And if they're forced out, well, that's usually because, like I said before, with some of those aspects, is there's bad communication, there's a lot of gossip. People don't respect the boundaries. They will exploit you, they're going to threaten you, they're going to scare you, they're going to intimidate you. That's not family. That's not community. That's just, even though they say we're family, that's the kind of byproduct that when you portray that culture of family, unfortunately, those are the things that go with it. So to those people who are usually, we're a part of that family, we're a family here in this company, we're a family in our community, I want you to think about who and how you've been treated and how other people have been treated. And yes, family is actually being treated differently than community members. Very crystal clear lines. Don't believe me? Go research this stuff for yourself. I'm the Lake Station community advocate and educator. Please feel free to challenge yourself to go look some of this stuff up. Don't take my word on it. Go check out Lake Station Strong Towns Collective on Facebook and Lake Station Strong Local Conversation, where people are allowed to voice their opinions, whether it's approved or not. It's part of being a community. Being able to voice of what's going on and hearing different views is a really great thing. But right now, I want to touch on my quote, because you guys know I love quotes. A basic tenet of a healthy democracy is open dialogue and transparency. That's from Peter Finn. I want you to think about that and how that goes within administrations, mayors, council members, committeemen, and those supporters and those in groups and anybody within that. To a healthy democracy. It isn't a dictatorship. their way or the highway. Healthy, it means we kind of dialogue. We kind of help. We kind of dialogue as community, not as family where we dictate. But open dialogue and transparency, and that's something that I always say. Transparency, accountability, truthfulness, honesty, and integrity are the aspects that should be there in leaders, and with especially for your community. But I'd guess differently if people started screaming, "We're a family around here," because you know how dysfunctional your holidays are with family. I'm a Lake Stage community advocate and educator. You guys have a wonderful afternoon.